Otto Wallin. How you doing, Wallin?
I'm good, champ. How are you?
I'm fine, man. What you been doing? Everybody in the house on house arrest. What you been doing? What you been up to?
No, I'm at house arrest, so I ain't got nobody here. I'm single, so I'm just hanging out, working out at home and stuff. So I'm trying to make the best out of it.
Okay. Look like you've been sparring with your cat, man. I see a little scratch right there. You've been sparring with.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
That's because I just woke up one day and I had it. I don't know because sometimes I like sleepwalk and stuff. So I don't know if I scratched myself or.
Right. Hey, maybe you was fighting Tyson Fury in your dreams.
Yeah, maybe one of those guys.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah.
Look, so in a fight against, I want to talk about the fight between you and Tyson Fury because right now Tyson Fury is like the biggest heavyweight champion in the world today. You know, he's getting all the notoriety. He's supposed to be pound for pound the best, but you landed more punches on him than anyone. Why isn't anyone talking about that?
I don't know. They try to keep that on the QT on the quiet, but you know, for that fight we had a good game plan,
Mhm.
and I have been waiting for that a shot like that for a long time, and
Yeah,
it finally came for me, and I thought that hey, I just got to go out there and do my best and just try to take him apart and just beat him. So
yeah,
that's what I was trying to do, and we did pretty good. Came a long way. Didn't get the decision, but I was in the fight. It was a good fight. It could easily have been stopped because he was cut bad over the eye and on the eyelid also.
Mhm.
So now I just gotta keep working. But that was a good fight.
yes, it was. Why wasn't it not a rematch? You know, in a clause in the contract. Why didn't you get an automatic rematch?
The thing is, they had a rematch clause. If I would have beat him, it would have been a rematch. But because I was the underdog, they could have easily have picked someone else if we were too messy with the negotiations. So I just wanted to fight, and that's sometimes stuff you got to deal with.
Okay. So I know you was scheduled to fight against Marquise Brown. Marcus Brown. What happened? Why didn't the fight go through?
Yeah, not Marcus Brown. A lot of people say that because Marcus Brown, he's the lighter guy. I think he's what, light heavyweight.
Lucas,
Yeah,
right?
Lucas Brown.
Lucas Brown. Lucas
Yeah,
Brown. Yeah. Lucas Brown.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
I was supposed to fight Lucas Brown in March, but I hurt my foot leading up to that fight, so we had to cancel it, and then everything happened with coronavirus, so that fight wouldn't have come off anyways. But
Oh,
now with my injury, it's fully healed now, so I'm back to boxing and trying to get back into it. I've been training all this time, but I haven't been able to do any boxing standing on my foot, so it's much better now. So I'm happy about that, of course.
yeah. Are you going to try to be more active? I know it's very important for you to be more active.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big thing for me because I've had some bad luck over these last couple of years. That, like before the Fury fight, I had only fought one round in 18 months, and that's not enough. So well, we had bad luck. I had three fights canceled before that fight, but then we got the Fury fight, so that wasn't optimal. But when you get a shot like that, you just gotta take it because that's a fight. I've been waiting for my whole life, like I said. But definitely going forward, I want to stay busy and fight as much as possible. At least three fights a year, maybe four, if that can happen.
Absolutely. So, for the heavyweight division right now is stacked. I mean, where do you see yourself fitting in? Do you see yourself fighting for a world title in ASAP? I mean, what do you think you need? A tune-up? Or you think these guys are going to duck you because of the butt whooping you put on Fury? I mean, what is
Yeah.
going to happen with your career as far as like right now?
Right now, like I said, I haven't been able to fight that much these last couple of years, and
Yeah.
had a Fury fight in September, then had an injury. So you want to come back, against not a killer, but a solid guy. Come back out there. But if we would get a great offer for somebody, we will consider that, of course. But the plan right now is to get maybe a couple fights, against good opponents, solid guys that can take me some rounds and get some experience, and then hopefully I position myself to go against one of the bigger guys.
Now, one thing I noticed that you have that's to your favorite is you have a promoter in Demetrius Leader who's a former boxer. Then you have a trainer who's a former boxer, and then you a southpaw. I mean, you have so many going to your advantage. Can you tell me some of the things that you like in your promoter, or that you love in your promoter and your trainer, and what does that do for you as far as being a southpaw? It helps you as far as other heavyweights that you fight or going up against.
Yeah, I mean, starting with Dimitri Salira, we started working about a year ago together. I've been in New York for almost 3 years now, but I had another contract with a European promoter. But then that contract was over with, and then after a while, I got with Dimitri, and had one fight with him against Nick Kirchner. That was that was stopped after one round because we had a clash of heads, and he was cut and I was cut, and he couldn't continue. So they stopped that fight. Then I was gonna fight another guy, BJ Flores. That fight was just canceled on fight night because he didn't pass his medicals. Yeah. Then had a Fury fight, and Dimitri, I don't know how we made that happen, but he made it happen. So I mean, that's great for me. It's been kind of life changing a little bit because, I mean, it was a good fight. It got my name out there. I made decent money after that fight. So, like, money is a big part of it. If I wouldn't have had that fight, and this would have happened now with the coronavirus, I wouldn't have a lot of money. You know, I would have been struggling. So happy about that, of course, that I can be safer right now. It's not like I got endless money, but you know, it's more comfortable, of course, not to having to stress about money all the time.
Okay.
But then, so that was great with Dimitri. He got me that fight somehow. I don't know how, but he made it happen. And then I got my trainer Joey. We've been together for almost 7 years now. He was over in Denmark. I'm from Sweden, but I had that European promoter, like I said, and they offered me to go to Denmark, start training with this American trainer, Joey Gamage. I went over there, and we pretty much clicked right away, and we've been together since. Joey's been a great trainer for me. We had 4 years over in Denmark. Then he moved back to New York, and I followed him over here. And it's been great coming to New York, man. All the sparring, everything's so much more boxing, so much more life to boxing over here. And it's a big difference. And I like that a lot, of course. And Joey, Joey's a great guy, a great person for me to have in my team. And he's been a great trainer for me. And he's taught me so much over the years.
Yeah, I told you he was. We talked earlier. I told you he was down at Crunk, so he got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. He always talked about Emmanuel and what they were doing out there, and I think Joey gained a lot of experience over there because I think he went there when he was kind of like a fresh trainer. He went out there and Emmanuel helped him. So I'm thankful for Joey and also Emmanuel, of course, because he helped Joey.
Yeah. He traveled with Emmanuel a lot, like overseas in the Klitschko camps and some everywhere.
Yeah.
What made you decide to want to be a boxer? Being 6'5", I'm talking about like a lot of these guys, like the heavyweights nowadays, are actually they want to box now. Most of our best heavyweights are actually in the NBA. What made you decide to want to be a boxer versus football versus basketball?
Because I did soccer, I did ice hockey. That's big. That's two big sports over in Sweden. Mm-hmm. Did some other stuff, but I was never really good. So then my father used to be a boxer. He was a trainer also, and my brother also. So I'm the youngest of three boys, so we would play fight a lot and stuff. But then I don't think my parents would let me start boxing until I was 15 and I started high school. Okay. So when I started high school, I was able to start boxing. And then I had stopped all the other stuff, all the other sports. But when I started boxing, I really fell in love with it. I felt that was for me, and I knew right away that was what I wanted to do.
What are your thoughts on Anthony Joshua?
Joshua, I think he's a good fighter. Of course, he's unified champion. Can't take anything away from that. He knocked out Klitschko. That was a big win. So Joshua, he's one of the top guys. Yeah. So he's good, of course. I got a lot of respect for him.
Right now, if it was up to you, who would you prefer to fight right now? Would you want the Tyson Fury rematch, Anthony Joshua, or Deontay Wilder?
I think because it would be either Fury or Joshua because they are champions right now.
Okay.
So of course I would want the Fury rematch. Me and Joshua, we fought twice in the amateurs where I lost decisions in close fights. So I would like third, fight with him. Maybe the third time is a charm. I think that's what you say over here, right?
Yeah.
So either guy. But I want to fight both of those guys. And even Wilder, even though he's not champion right now, he's been a good champion also. He takes a lot of criticism, but I mean he's done some good things also.
Yeah. I like the way you got good English. I think you need to be more of a dog. Like you need to talk a little bit more mess. Sometimes talking mess, man, really get you out there. When you're just a nice guy, they're like, okay, he can fight. He's just a nice guy. Tyson Fury, you just never know what he's gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I have to say some crazy stuff here and there, or just stay in character and keep winning.
Yeah. No, Fury, he's a big character. He says whatever he likes, and he changes from day to day. Also, he doesn't know what he's gonna say next. Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes that stuff sells. Sometimes it sells, but I do my barking. That sells. If it works for you, it works for you. What?
Yeah, I think that's maybe the more of Detroit style. I'm out of Sweden, so it's a little bit different.
Absolutely. So you've been a southpaw all your life?
Yeah, my father was a southpaw. I'm left-handed, so southpaw. And yeah.
How many amateur fights did you have?
I had 46 amateur fights. I turned pro when I was 22. I had my first fight when I was around 17, 18, I think. So I didn't have the longest amateur career, and it wasn't that easy to get heavyweight fights over in Sweden. Okay. But then, as I started progressing, I was able to go abroad, have guys bring me to Russia and all those countries to get fights. So it was a good experience.
Okay. Hey, look like you're doing pretty good. Like I'm looking at the background. I'm looking at the background in your house. Like you're living pretty good, boy.
No, I mean I got a one-room apartment here. It's a little messy right now because I turned it into a gym because there's no gyms around. But it works. I can show you if you want. You see, I got a bench press. I borrowed from a friend. I bought a bike. And stuff. And
Where the punching bag at? Where the punching bag?
I used the wall. I don't know if you can see. There's some marks on the wall there, but that's
punch on the wall.
Yeah.
Let me see your fist. Oh, they see it red.
Yeah. I got to get it in somehow.
That's a good look. Hey, speaking of purses, do you feel like the fighters' purses are going to be affected? I mean, with this coronavirus? Increase or will it increase?
I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea. I mean, that's got to be up to the TV companies and stuff. But I mean, it's not going to be any gates. No ticket sales.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll see. But I think they can make it work if they can just put on a good show. I think people are going to tune in anyways because it's not much else to do.
Because from what I'm hearing is that it's not going to be any fans there. So for you to fight, you're going to have to fight on TV, and to fight on TV, you're going to have to fight somebody.
Yeah, of course. So I think that's how it's going to play out now.
Yeah, and that's good for boxing, though. I mean, that's good for boxing. The best should fight the best anyway.
Yeah, of course. That's how it's supposed to be.
Absolutely. Now you have one loss on your record, and when I saw it, I just knew for sure you were undefeated. Who was the guy that you had your first loss to, and it had to be something in the game?
No. I had only lost to Fury in the pro card. Then I had the no contest with Nick Kistner when he was cut.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that fight with Fury was really not a loss because you did so good. I don't even look at it as a loss. That's how come I was like, who did he lose to? Because
yeah, no, that's true. I mean, everybody's telling me congratulations and stuff. So I think that's a good point. That the best should fight the best because if you go in there, give a good effort, it doesn't have to be like a loss anyways.
Absolutely. I know Daniel Jacobs, he fought against Triple G. He looked so good. A lot of people think that he won a fight. From there on, he's got no but big fights. I feel like that's going to be the same thing that happens with you.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
What about King Kong? You know what I'm talking about? Luis Ortiz?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a good fight. I haven't heard from him in a minute. Seemed like that.
He fought Wilder.
Yes.
And yeah, I think he was winning that second fight with Wilder. Then he got knocked out. But Luis Ortiz,
yeah,
he's getting old. Down the line.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have anything on the schedule? Have your promoter Dimitri talk to you about anything in the works? When you're gonna be fighting?
Yeah. We've been talking about end of the summer maybe.
Okay.
I gotta take care of this injury, and then we have the virus and stuff. So we try to be smart and trying to build from here. I had a really good performance with Fury, so now we just gotta capitalize.
Yeah. So you say you had a foot injury. Can you get on it? Can you bounce a little bit? Is it healing real good? How good?
Yeah. It's I had a stress fracture, so a little crack in my foot, but I had an X-ray last week, and now it's all healed up. So slowly getting back into it. I can't go 100% right away, so gotta ease into it and be smart about it because I don't want it to happen again. But the doctor says it's fine and it shouldn't be a problem. They say.
Okay, so are you able to jog? I know you're able to walk. Are you able to jog a little bit? Probably not sprint, but jog.
I don't do a lot of running anyways. I do other stuff for cardio, but walking is fine.
Okay.
I've been walking for like the 6 past weeks. So, but not just any boxing and like bouncing on the foot. That's been the thing. But I don't do a lot of running anyways. I do a lot of biking. I do the cross trainer. So, because I'm a big guy and running can be hard on the body and hard on the knees and the legs. So that's why we do other stuff for cardio.
Okay. Do your trainer stay close by? Is he actually coming into your house and y'all doing little workouts in the house, in the apartment?
No, we're gonna start now because I haven't been able to do much. I've been boxing, like sitting down and stuff, and we were supposed to be on like house arrest anyway. So that's how it is. But from next week on, we'll be starting training outside at the park. He lives right by Central Park, so it's not too far from me. Maybe like 20 minutes on the train, something like that. So it's not too far, and we'll be able to work out there.
Okay. Look, with limited events on TV and everything, what do you think that's going to do, like, for yourself, for the rest of the fighters? What do you think is going to take place? What's going to happen right in the future of boxing right now? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, but there's gonna be fights. There's gonna be fights going on. You have Bob Arum says they're gonna put on 3 shows a week. I don't know about New York though. That's probably gonna take a little more time. But I would think that some states they're gonna start opening up and have fights. I know the UFC had a fight this weekend, so I think UFC. I think that's what's gonna happen. Like what they're doing, that's gonna be the same thing with boxing. I think when they put on fights and I think it's gonna work out. There's still interest out there for boxing, and people gonna tune in. I think.
Right. I look at that performance you had against Tyson Fury, and I think you probably scared a lot of fighters. So I feel like Dimitri gonna have to work even extra hard to get you the big fight because. You almost messed a lot of money up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. But Dimitri done it once, so he can do it again.
Of course.
Yeah. No, but I think, people start seeing me as more of a threat now when I had a good fight with Fury, and my rankings, they just got worse after that fight. Yeah. So the ranking system is a little off sometimes. But I don't care too much. But, people will look at it and say, oh, this guy is a big threat, but he doesn't have a good ranking. So why should we fight him?
You said your rankings got worse? How did that happen?
Yeah. No, I think I haven't checked, but I heard I'm around maybe like number 80 on BoxRec, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you actually did better than Wilder, but you like number 80, right? And
I think something like that. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. That's why I was asking you, have you always fought southpaw? Because maybe if you went out there and started fighting right-handed orthodox, then people would say, oh, they would line up to fight you then.
Yeah.
I'm scared of southpaws, but I tell you, I lost my first fight to a southpaw. I just had to keep saying it when I'm interviewing a southpaw. And southpaw are very dangerous. Don't nobody lining up to fight southpaws at all.
Yeah, it's different because we always prepare to fight righties. and righties prepared to fight righties, and then you have lefty coming in, so it's different.
Absolutely.
But I've been sparring a lot of southpaws over the years because when we were living in Denmark, like I said, we had a cruiserweight. He was a southpaw, so we would spar almost every week, and so we had a lot of sparring. So I would say that if I fight a southpaw, I'll be well prepared for that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Who inspired you actually to want to be a fighter? Who actually inspired you to want to be a boxer?
I think at first my brother, he was a boxer, amateur. Then he went over to Muay Thai, but he inspired me, of course. My older brother, look up to him, and my father was a fighter also. So I always liked boxing, and my father, he was a big fan of Muhammad Ali, so I liked Muhammad Ali a lot. Also, we used to watch him, and we used to watch the Rocky movies and stuff.
Absolutely.
So yeah, the Rocky movies also inspired me.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. I mean, they've done a good job for boxing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Yeah. Hey, Sylvester Stallone, he got actually a Grand. What he got a Hall of Fame for that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I think he deserves it.
You think so?
Because I think he's attracted a lot of guys to come into boxing.
Yeah.
I think so. So why not? I mean, hey, he's done a lot for boxing. So.
Right. Hey, so you see Tyson? You see the Iron Mike Tyson is actually trying to come back.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing if he can just get in shape, be healthy, and stay in shape, but not take too much punishment or like heavy sparring sessions or fights.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing if he gets in shape.
Yeah.
Good for the body, good for the mind, always to work out, but.
Yeah.
He shouldn't take any punishment at all, I think. I mean, he could have like an exhibition, like a sparring or whatever, but not too serious. But I don't know if Mike can do that. I would think that when he gets in there, he turns into a killer.
Absolutely. He already turned down a fight with someone he said wasn't good enough to fight him. So why not call Dimitri and say, hey, let's see Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
And even if it's an exhibition, I think that'll actually do good for your brain and for your name.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
You been there for Tyson back to back.
Yeah, true. As long as I don't get knocked out, man.
Oh, that's gonna be bad for your brain.
Yeah.
That's bad. You gonna blame it on your foot.
Yeah, exactly. Or I would say I'll prepare for Tyson Fury, and then I had Mike Tyson. He's much smaller.
Yeah, absolutely. So you don't have no kid, no wife.
No, I've been single for 3+ years. I had a girlfriend over before in Europe, but I'm single over here.
Yeah,
and trying to focus on boxing.
That's
but you know how it is. But I think sometime, when I meet the right person, I think everything will fall into place. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to enjoy life. Like I said, I'm in New York, and there's a lot of beautiful women over here. So I'm not worried.
Right. So tell me, how do you stay focused during the coronavirus right now?
That's motivation. Motivation usually is not a problem for me. I got good trainers that sends me the program, what I'm supposed to do each day. Mm-hmm. So I know the fights are gonna come, and I just want to take my time every day, just try to get better. Yeah. Because I know I'm not there yet. I gotta work. If I want to have it, I gotta go out and get it. So I just gotta keep working. That's what I'm trying to do, to stay ready. So when the call comes, I'll be ready to go in there and win and beat these guys.
Absolutely. So you say you just chilling, relaxing, trying to get healed. You're basically trying to get healed right now.
Yeah. Stay in shape and try to get better all the time.
Do you have a certain kind of routine? I mean, do you get up 9 o'clock in the morning? Do you pray, and then you eat? Then you do your push-ups? Do you have a routine?
Yeah, I got a routine. I get up around 8:30. I go to bed. I'm supposed to be asleep at 12. So
Okay.
I get up at like 8:39, come up, eat breakfast, lay down on my couch a little bit, work out. So this morning I did 90 minutes on my bike, 1.5 hours in the morning, and then cook some food, some chicken and rice and veggies. Had
Yeah.
that, relaxed a little bit. Then later tonight I had about around 4:30. I worked out. So tonight was upper body sessions, weight session. So a little shadow boxing before that, and then some weights. So tomorrow is gonna be boxing and some legs.
Yeah. How do you actually keep the weight down? Like, how do you keep the weight down? Because if you don't run, like running, and even though you're a heavyweight and you can weigh what you want to weigh, you can weigh 500, 600. How do you actually keep the weight down, not running, and then you in the house?
Actually, that's not a problem for me either.
Okay.
Like I'm usually in good weight. I got a diet that I'm following. Nothing too complicated. But I got someone that works with me, and for me as a heavyweight, I just gotta eat enough. Pretty much. I gotta have good food because I look at it as everything I put into my body should be fuel. So I'm ready for the next workout.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a cheat day. Once a week I have a burger, some candy, and ice cream and stuff. But other than that, I try to stay healthy and eat good stuff. So right now I'm maybe around 245. I think for the Fury fight I was maybe 238. So not too far off.
No, it ain't. No, you ain't. You
No,
ain't.
no. So I'm. That's not really a problem for me. I'm pretty disciplined guy.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
Especially, hey, look, if you from Sweden and you stay in New York, you definitely disciplined.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you could spar with anybody all time back in the day, now, I mean, who would you want to spar with? Or who you looked up to? Who was your favorite fighter that really got you and motivated into boxing?
Yeah, like I said, Muhammad Ali, a big part of it. I would like to spar him. And when he was at his best, he was just so fast and so elusive. He had great footwork and a great jab. I would like to see that in action, and he would probably like keep hitting me with it. So I know that Larry Holmes used to spar with Tyson, and he really had a great jab after that. So
Yeah.
I would like to spar those guys to pick that up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that Tyson Fury is Muhammad Ali, but he sure does a little some of everything like Muhammad Ali. So,
Yeah, I think like we said before, he doesn't know what he's gonna do next, but he's got a lot of tools. He can go southpaw, orthodox, and he can dance and everything. So he's got a lot of tricks.
yes.
That's why in my fight I didn't want to let him use those things.
Yeah.
Like fight with the hands behind his back and stuff. He's
Yeah.
not gonna do that when he fights me.
Yeah. Well, listen, Mr. Otto Wallin, great interview. I mean, anything you want to tell the fans, your social media, you want to, broadcast out or whatever, give to the people.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for having me, and I want to say thank you to all the fans out there. I've been getting great support after the Fury fight, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, my Instagram and social media is just my name, Otto Wallin.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thank you guys very much for all the support. I'm just trying to get better now and get back in there and put on good fights.
Absolutely. All right, then, champ. Nice interview. Good evening. God